I'm Gary Gold and welcome to Voodoo Agent. About a half hour ago, I just came from a listing appointment in Venice and I'm completely jacked up. I really did well. And I want to go over some of the things that made this listing appointment and my listing presentation so good. Number one, about 6 weeks ago, I got the iPad Pro, this giant iPad. Because you know, today, one of the most important things we have going is our photography, our video, and the quality of it. If someone is showing on a piece of paper or a smaller iPad the same photography, it looks 10 times better here. So I've got a bunch of apps in here that make my presentation just sing. Number one, I've got YouTube Red. On YouTube Red, you can download all your videos. You don't want to be showing someone a video of a property or some publicity you've done and have bandwidth issues or have to ask them what their Wi-Fi, password is and they don't know and they got to ask their kid, or it's just ridiculous. You should have that all downloaded. Another thing I have is I've got an app here called Minimal. I think I got to change it, but I have all my photography downloaded because I tell a story, and it's really important that people look at houses today with photography and with video. They don't come and see the house. That's usually the second or third appointment. So to have this visual, because more than your yapping, the visual is really important on a listing appointment. And the other thing is I use iBooks to download my actual presentation. Now let me get into you about my presentation. I really don't go and here's my presentation and I want to tell you how great I am and all my success and how cool our office is. And you know what? Everyone does that. And everyone has that saying and it gets really, really tired. I do have that available to me. But what I find much more effective, and Tom Ferry said this is the best listing presentation he's ever seen. He calls it the reverse marketing presentation. And what I do is I go, instead of telling you how great I am, because I don't think you really care. All you really care is can I sell your property? Let me show you what I did for my last client with a similar property. And I said, here is a marketing report that I give my clients once a month. And with this, I go over all the showings I've had, all the marketing I've done, all the social media I've done, and I give them a breakdown. And when I show them this, I go, so I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna show you what I do for people. And it blows people away. Now, a couple notes. Just because this iPad is so great and you show them this thing, I also bring a hard copy because there's people who react to different things. There's some people that can see the iPad presentation, hear it, and they're great. There's other people that are way more tactile. You need to leave them something. I've lost an appointment because I remember having one of the great listing presentations of all time, but it was all digital and I didn't leave them with something. And they went with someone who was half of what I was, but they left them their book, and for some reason that mattered. So I don't know what these people are going to be, so I make that available for all of them. The other thing I noticed, which is super important, is the enthusiasm you need to bring to a listing appointment. Now, not stupid, phony enthusiasm, legitimate enthusiasm about what you do, how you do it, their property, and when I meet with people, my presentation is not canned. It is really a custom presentation talking about their property. In this particular case, a half an hour ago, this property is in Marina del Rey, a block from the beach. And I talked to them about how I'm going to sell that property. Marina del Rey is going through this renaissance. I tell them about how on Wednesday and Friday nights in the summer, I go stand-up paddleboarding at night and talk to them about there's like 5 different supermarkets and there's Costco and there's like 30 restaurants down here and 2 movie theaters and how important that is and all the employment is. People want you to be in love with what they want, what you've got. They want you to be enthusiastic. You're about to do one of the most important things for them, not only financially, but they are going to move and their life's going to change because of you. And if you're not enthusiastic, if you're not sincere, if you really don't want to get the job done and really, really care about this, they're gonna pick somebody else. So it's really important to bring it. I mean, we are performers, and not performers like being phony, but we owe it to people to really listen and really communicate and really, really bring it. And that's how you end up getting listings. There's 2.3 million real estate agents in this country. Just in my own office, there's 30 people at any given day that could outperform me. And they probably don't most times, but they can. We have really good agents. Where I am in Venice, Beverly Hills, Bel Air, Brentwood, there's really good agents. So if you're in any neighborhood like me, you're going up against people that have game too. So you not only have to be good at what you do, you need to perform. We're like athletes. LeBron lost 2 years ago, won last year. And he's as good as it gets. So we need to perform. We really need to bring it to get listings today, because listings right now are gold. So anyone who goes on my YouTube channel and subscribes, I am going to send you my listing presentation. Probably about 1,000 people out there have seen it, and I've seen lots of people take what I did and put their own special English on it and are doing really, really well with it. And I'm really happy to share it with you. All you have to do, subscribe to my YouTube channel below, and I'll be happy to send you the presentation. And I'd love to see what you've done with my presentation and how you're making it work for you. On the next episode of Voodoo Agent, I'm going to go over how no in real estate doesn't mean no. Thank you.